All right, I'm just gonna go through this. I'm just gonna give initial reactions to things, so it might not be the most critical thought, but it's gonna be just something I see. Maybe I'll pause it and rewind or something, and look back and analyze it more. But
You're already checking B then. Let's go at 35.
Fly out.
so I think he heard a flash towards B
Oh,
there.
yeah, CT.
One CT set
Lit
up.
CT. Lit super.
So you guys, it's a 4v5. Two are CT and one's connector.
What's con?
Go for the plant. You guys should call what you're watching, firstly. So, like, this guy knows, like, the planner shouldn't just plant immediately and just assume he's safe. Like, he should know that his teammates are covering him. Because a lot of the time, with, like, really new teams, people just won't say shit like this, and some guy's just going to run through the smoke and kill him, and then just going to fuck the whole round. Also, we got Yellow over here running towards connector. By himself, no support, no flashes from his teammates, nothing. He's just out there dry peeking. There could be people on cat, connector here. Like, he could peek into two people here. Like, he's just going. There's no point of running out there like that. You're just gonna die. Also, it looks like Orange is peeking CT by himself, and then you got Purple watching stairs. I think here what you want to do is push CT as a unit, gain a little bit of map control. It's gonna be hard to, especially with this plant too. If you have CT. It's really hard to clear you guys out. And you knew that two were in CT already, so you have numbers. You can push through and trade.
Stairs?
Oh my.
A team kill there. It's another, like, miscommunication thing, probably. Where he just wasn't saying he was, where he was, or no one was saying what they're watching or what they're doing. So he just swings out and shoots his teammate in an accident.
God.
No, you're good. There's one more there. One.
And, like, right here, he should be, like, maybe assisting him here.
Stairs as well. CT and stairs.
He's getting pushed from CT. Because the guy has to be, like, right here to be able to shoot him. Like, he's in the open to him. Then he's just in 1v3 in a bad spot. Gets clapped.
Unlucky.
We got bomb.
So yeah, lots of miscommunications, or maybe just not speaking in general
You guys
about
like
what you're
forcing
doing,
or no?
as well as some unfavorable aggression
Get a bomb plant
towards
and that's
connector and CT.
I mean, we can.
You want to play as a unit, like I said. You don't want
Deal
to
or not.
just try to make plays all on your own.
Let's save and get a.
Looked like everyone was just fighting their own fights there. No one was saying, okay, let's do this, or I got this, I got that. Everyone's just doing their own thing, which isn't something you want. Unless you're at the point where you all know what each other do, so you don't have to say it, vocally. But
Oh, baby.
I'm not sure how often that happens. Guys make a bunch of noise. There's a molly. They know you're here. It looks like you got people watching flanks and stuff, but once again, you guys should say what you're watching so people don't end up getting shot in the back or anything silly.
I'm 50 HP.
I mean, silly shit happens a lot. Like, there's at the major, the G2 game, like, the Frenchies didn't communicate and they didn't defuse the bomb. They lost the round.
Good shit.
One pushed out Palace.
But
There's one vamping. Push where? Hello?
Where do you want us?
you gotta realize, like, the longer you take, the more time you give more people to be on the site. So if you would have ran in immediately, like, maybe you get 1 or 2 fights, but, like, you wait this long and you're giving the team time to rotate because they know you're here. You're 3 different people shot.
Let's go up mid this.
Falling back's good then, yeah.
They can go under past the mid.
But you guys don't really have any map control. Like, these guys are kind of here at top mid, but they're just running out. Generally, unless you're doing a rush, you don't want to just give up half of the map.
One guy
You want to have a default where you got people spread out. But, it is an eco round, so it's not
every
like
time
there's
so far
too much you can do.
Naded into smoke in B, just so you know if anybody's pushing.
Yeah.
Upper there.
Okay, boys. Let's get it.
Mid control?
Default
Oh,
out, yeah.
Can't get on mid.
I'll smoke window.
Bailey, can you put on headphones?
Window should be smoked.
Flashing behind.
Flashing far side.
They mollied.
Missed the window
boxes
smoke.
From
Fine.
con.
Ah, cat.
Got timing, bro.
Got him.
And there's on con as well.
Right here, you'd say, "I got your cat. I got your cat." You know, you want your teammates to know what's clear and what's not clear, so they can play off of that. Information is key. Like right there, you should be like, "I'm gonna molly window. Watch it," you know, so you don't get fucking swung on and shot. And right there, double smoke connector.
Where are we
Say,
moving
"I'm
towards?
smoking connector," so you don't waste another smoke.
Yeah, we're
There's really no good spot.
Yeah. Hit one guy B for sure.
And here you gotta work out what you're doing. Like Trevin's
Right.
sitting bottom con or underpass, sorry.
Fucking
Mark-
market.
mark it. What an angle.
Like if all three of you are up here right now, this would be an easy round. I think you instantly trade this guy as soon as your teammate goes down. You guys both swing into him, kill him. This other guy rotates in from market, I think, right?
On site.
Yeah, I think he came back from market door
Nice.
and got to that pillar there.
So one more on site.
Gotta push out connectors.
But I think if
Watch
you
window
guys
right now.
pushed up
I'm
there,
mollied off.
all three, instead of like Trevin down doing his own thing or whatever, I don't know.
15 seconds.
Still same side.
You bomb.
Cat.
Cat.
You should make
Let me
the-
scroll back. I kind of started rambling, so I missed a little bit here. So you know where
site.
they are. You know one's here and the other one's here. At least you do after you see this guy peek here. So Trevin just killed the guy on the right. That means this is the only guy left. It's a 2v2.
Nice.
Trevin should just
So we're on
fucking
site.
Gotta
jump
push
out the
out
window, and
connectors.
you guys just need to get on
Watching
this
window
guy
right now.
before his
I'm
teammate
mollied
comes.
off.
Or Trevin needs to flash for you or something. You just need to get this guy dead so you can get the bomb down. Because the time's getting low. You can't really afford just to play with him like this.
15 seconds.
And you're giving his teammate time to rotate. He came in from cat.
Still same side.
You bomb.
Cat.
Cat.
You should make through the.
And then
Ah, good
just
try,
a
good
lost fight
Had
there.
to
he
take
just
the
didn't hit
fight. No
shots.
time for bomb.
Yeah, here it goes. I understand.
Good shit.
Smokes is in. Never mind. Let's just pistol.
I want fast smoke CT.
Let me bomb back here.
Or no, I'm wait.
Also, I saw you guys do this a lot. You execute right at the start of a round. The issue with that is the enemy team has all of their utilities still. If you just throw your smokes in like that, they're just going to throw a molly and their flashes and their flashes. And then they're still going to have more mollies and more flashes. So if you do get the bomb down, you're just going to get fucking mollied and flashed out again. You want to establish map control. So you have to, make the enemy team waste their nades. Because if you just wait, or if you just do this where you just go in at the start of the round, or if you just wait a whole round like this and then go in, you're just going to be running into the same problem where they just have all their nades
Under.
still.
He's under.
I could smoke CT. Whatever.
And by all being clumped up here and having nobody anywhere else, you don't know what they're doing. You don't know if they've already cleared all this and they're up behind you. Or maybe they've cleared this far and they just stacked the site. Like, you have to have map control. If you're going to do something like this, like, it has to be, like, quick. You just have to fucking go for it and run through the mollies, throw a smoke at your feet and just flash through it. You just can't really wait like this, because if they're any sort of a good team at all, they'll know something's up and they'll start gaining map control. They'll be like, oh, nothing's mid, nothing's B. I haven't heard footsteps at all. They'll start clearing it with their teammates, and then you're just fucked after that. It's GG. Your teammate, okay, right here too. Your boy's up there clearing angles. Somebody should be there with him. I don't know, or maybe he just shouldn't be doing this at all, honestly, because you guys are lining up smokes.
Master jungle.
Default.
This is weird too. This guy's peeking, but this guy's far back.
Let me know when I should.
Probably just shouldn't have two in Palace in the first place. Unless it's like, I don't know.
Yep, back at
Smoked
default.
again.
Yeah?
Okay, actually I remember this round too. So he swung out. I think he saw the guy like middle of sight between like default and triple. with his deagle, and he just misses the shot, and he just gets gunned down. But if purple was closer there, he might have been able to trade that, because the guy was by himself on the site pretty much, and it was a good attempt at an entry. He just missed the shot,
Side for
essentially.
shooting.
But, like, that's what you have to go off. Like,
Behind.
if that happened, like, you have to react from that. That was weird. Just fucking pause for. Okay. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Okay. So after he does that, like he tries to make his pick. He calls for the information. Like, there's one here. Like, you guys have to do something, especially since you have no map control if you waited this long. Like,
Nice shot.
so now you know that they know what you know, that you're trapped here in this spot. Ramp.
Got one flash.
Aim. Behind you.
Gotta push
So
it.
Trevin says that he has the flash, but he doesn't call it.
Yeah.
He's throwing it.
I got a guy all the
We
way
can
up
get
on
turtle.
So yeah, you should call that you're throwing the flash,
Truth.
even though your teammate was dead before it popped.
I was waiting for the
Going
smoke.
underpass. I don't know. Not yet. Dude, I'm 0 and 4.
I'll watch behind you.
Just wait out the utility B.
One window, one bottom connect.
So here, once again, you give up map control of A.
Right
you
side
have it-
window.
Once again, it's just the team's not on the same pace. You know, it could be his fault. It could be these guys' fault. It's hard to tell. You know, maybe he hit the timing right and he could have gotten the frag, but he just misses it. Like, sometimes, at least when I play, it's like that way. It's like where the timing's more important than playing with your teammates, because you know what you can do if you hit the timing. But, like, his teammates should be like, he should tell his teammates what he's trying to do so they can support him. Basically, is
Lit as fuck.
the whole.
One
Hold
B,
on there.
taking B.
So you guys get clapped in middle. I think purple is making noise or shooting at that guy, so they know you're up here too. You don't really have much you can go off. You can kind of like play slow and try to get kills, or you could just try to trade this guy in B and get the bomb done or something. It's 2v5. Nothing too great you can do, except you just want to make sure you play with each other,
Don't.
because that's your best bet. So retaking mid here. I guess it's all right. You kind of don't. Well,
Of course.
Crap.
I don't know what nades he had, but you could have, used nades to clear this out. But then again, you gave yourselves away, and you kind of need the stealth in an unfavorable situation like this.
Why couldn't you have done that for me?
But yeah, I don't know. You just lost the
Mambo.
fights. You just have to take fights in a 2v5 pretty much and try to
Yeah.
I agree.
even it out.
Just smoke hooks. Okay.
Pretty simple stuff.
Right off the rip.
After rip.
Just, yeah.
I'll hit jungle.
Yeah.
And go palace.
I'll go CT.
What's the point?
I can smoke
Once
stairs.
again, you just don't want to do this at the beginning of the round.
Do it.
It's not good.
Okay, let us know when you're ready to peek. Trust.
I'm ready.
Throw it now. Throw.
One flash over. Flash close here.
Fucking
Triple
full
offing.
flash.
Triple offing.
I hit him.
Offing.
So like the guys on ramp there should be like, we're mullied out. You know, you want your teammates to know what's going on, so they don't
Jungle.
think you're behind them, willing to trade.
Default.
And here,
When my,
I don't know.
when
I feel
my
like
up
you
on-
should probably have more teammates trying to clear the site.
Jungle's still there to live.
You have
Kill.
2 people. Let me back up a little here. That's the wrong round.
Flash close here.
No, just watch this whole thing again, I suppose.
Fucking
Triple
full
offing.
flash.
Triple offing.
So yeah, this guy to the right had his smoke because he threw it a second after this. Right there, he could have just smoked the molly. They could have just ran through. But
I hit him.
okay, I guess that's kind of what he did.
Blind.
But here, once again, you just always need to be talking about what you're doing. Your teammates need to have a picture in their head of what is safe and unsafe, what's worth peeking, when they should peek something. You know, if you say, I'm sandwich, and then you say, a guy swung me, he swung me stairs or something, they're going to like, oh, he's at the bottom because the top smokes or something. I don't know. It's just, the more information you give your teammates, the more they can do. Here, like, people should be saying what they're watching again because it just looks like you're about to get shot from above or...
Jungle still
You could say you're going to swing at that guy.
behind. They ran.
Nice.
A guy ran upstairs. Stairs last.
Good kill. Oh, good job, guys. Good execution, guys.
You just didn't play like pussy.
Saved my life.
Alright, I'm gonna calm it down with
I could buy.
the communication thing, so it's probably pretty clear at this point.
Or wait, we already have. Okay.
But let's see what other things we can gain from this. I haven't really been focusing on the player too much here. We got Frankie.
You're lagging.
I'm sure there's things he could improve if we just take a look here.
They're double
I
stacking
noticed
front.
in the stats, I don't think he threw a flash the whole game, which is that's very bad. Use flashes, help your teammates. There's no point in buying them if you're, you know, it's just a waste of money. Like you'd be more important to the team if you were just a fucking bank than if you just bought nades and didn't use them. Here, you know, the guy's the information. He saw two of you, so you have to, you know, you have to be ready for that because he's gonna be calling for a rotate. He knows what you're doing.
You gotta get out of this flank.
He smokes it off to potentially buy time.
Easy push up top
And this
mid.
guy pushes top mid, and he knows, oh, we have top mid control. And then I'm sure they probably get guys pushing A too. And right now, they know where 2/3 of the team is because the guy just jump spotted them. So you're pretty screwed at this point in time. They could have you boxed in completely. And I think they do.
They just flashed underpass. Got an op watching it, I think.
Top mid.
Yeah, he's under window.
Shit.
Now, you called out. You thought he had an op watching. If that was the case, you shouldn't try to wide. You should try to jiggle it. You know, get your elbow around the corner. People
Under
usually
what?
fall for that, or
Under
maybe.
window.
Oh, I don't know why I thought that was somebody behind me. Fucking freaked me out. But pistol thing, it doesn't really work too often. Especially if it was an opera, you just see that it's a pistol and just pop your ass. But potentially on a rifler it could work. But I don't know. Did you have nades in that point in time? I think you did. You did. Oh no.
Out of this flank.
That's not good.
Mid
See, that's
offense.
where you use the
Easy
flash,
push up
my
top
guy.
mid.
Instead of your pistol.
Cat are watching lower, I would assume.
Like, you have two flashes. Why would you try to fake flash?
They just flashed underpass. Got an op watching it, I think.
Unless you threw your flashes away, like, right now, and I just forgot about it. No, you didn't either.
Top mid.
Dude.
Yeah, he's under window.
Oh, no.
Shit.
That hurts
Under
to watch.
what?
He's top.
Under window.
Underpass on top mid.
Top mid's what?
So now you're in a
matters.
1v5. You kind of just have to be proactive here, I think.
One guy's
The,
behind you.
like, the longer you wait, the more chance some guys coming behind you. You just have to push forward, honestly.
I'll just hold it.
I don't know how we did that. If I wasn't falling, I would have had. Yeah,
Yeah, you were
I didn't realize.
surrounded there.
died.
Gotta keep the
Good
aggression.
call though.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I could
We're
drop
just
someone.
waiting on.
There's AK.
One person. Fast.
You guys left the bomb behind, and
Throw 'em
Oh,
out.
I'll grab bomb.
once again, you guys
Never mind.
just don't have any map control.
Double flash day ran.
If see, the thing is, the things you do each round, like that's you recognize them, right? So every round you don't go B and make noise there, they're gonna be like, well, that's weird. They didn't make noise, and they're
Stairs.
gonna
Where's
go
the
peek it. like, you peaked at one round, and then that round you didn't peak A at all. So like you telegraph yourself so much, and they know exactly what you to do. Like every time you do something, like, oh, they have at least 80% of their players at this one spot, so they know they're pretty safe to use team aggression on the other side of the map to gain map
Jungle
control and
lit.
just pinch you guys.
No, the other one is.
I went on another ramp again. I don't know what happened this round. Let me go back.
Double flash A.
Okay, yeah, well, you guys telegraph yourself, and then you can hear nades on the other side of the map. That should be another indicator for you that they're like trying to aggress a bit more. Or maybe that was just top mid nades. That might be too high. But
One stairs.
I threw 2
Over.
mollies here, so
That's
2
flash
players
through.
are there at least. This round you're all pretty good trade
Stairs.
distance.
Where's the jungle smoke?
I don't know. Like 2 people shouldn't jump up,
What do you mean?
and then he shouldn't have ran through the smoke like that.
Where'd he go?
Jungle
Swung a
lit.
little wide.
No, the other one is.
Stairs. 2 more stairs.
Yeah, you don't want to do something like this, especially because they can see you from literally everywhere. Like, if you're crouched down, the guy's just going to see your gun poking out, like, the whole damn thing from here. Also, behind you is open, and you're open. You're literally exposed to every angle. Like, even if he was, like, still on sight or something, like, hiding, like, in the gay spot or whatever you call it. He's got dunked on by Grandpa Paul.
Oh, I know, that makes
Straight
sense.
up. Yeah. Throw the jungle smoke, or did you throw it?
Oh, yeah, that round he messed up the smoke, too. I remember you guys arguing about this. Somebody did. I don't know who, but...
Damn. Oh, we're getting railed.
Actually, that's in the past.
So once again, this is... You got 80% of your team in one place, and you're not rushing it. I suppose the contact play would work too, but like,
One.
And they're pushing at mid. One's up cat.
you just don't want to wait
One
too
off,
long
jungle,
with that, because the longer you wait, the more time you give him
Both
map
offs.
control.
I'm mollied off.
Okay.
Okay.
That was good. That was good. He said he's mollied off. A little late though. He took his time.
We got a shot from
Why are
window.
you waiting in the back? Okay.
See it right there. That's why his teammates confused, because he said it so late. I feel. I don't know. If he would have said there's a molly
was
down as soon as
mollied
it
away
happened.
from you.
Understand you were mollied. He'll be closer up.
And then he was
Yeah,
mid
it
for
was-
whatever reason.
There's one.
I don't
jungle
know.
with a nose.
I think in general too, you just need more leadership. Somebody just needs to have the big dick and say, "This is what we're doing," and has the final say. Like, people can throw in ideas like, "Oh yeah, they're doing this. We should do this," in your response. But it should be like the main guy who just has the executive decision to just shut it down. Like, if they're you push a mid or something and there's like too many flashes at you or something, and your leader thinks you're about to get like slapped by like 5 people at once. He says back out, and some other guy thinking he can go through and get a kill. Like, you should listen to the leader and back out, because if you all are on the same page, like, nothing's gonna go well. That's the whole team thing. You just have to act as one. Be a unit.
They're just holding bomb.
Just see.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know, maybe there's more to learn from that round. I kind of started rambling as soon as the action happened again.
You want it?
But
Yeah.
who knows? Let's take a look at
Oh,
this
that was
one.
honestly probably the best thing that could have happened. No, that's
I got a good ace spawn.
Okay, boys. Here's the deal. We're not trading. Everyone's sitting back.
yeah,
The
we're
one round that we played together and played trades, we won.
we really knew. It's true.
So let's take mid control together. We can have like one person lurking on an extremity.
The pause is good. And, talking about what you should do is good. Trying to get each other on the same page. It's like I was saying a second ago. That's good. When you're losing by this much, like 7 rounds in a row, whatever it was, I think you won. They won 3, you won 1, they won 4 back. I don't know. Either way, you're down 8-1, or 1-8. time to talk about things. Figure it out, because if you don't, you're just gonna keep getting railed.
But play together. Throw the top mid smoke. I'll throw window. We
Window
take mid.
missed last time. Should we even rely on window?
It did?
Yeah, it was lower. What do you mean?
I didn't know that. I was fucking dead before that, so.
Oh yeah, no, it missed.
Once again, like he should have, like, that's something you should be able to like be like, oh, I missed my smoke. It should, you know, it should be something you see and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna do that next time. Like, I'm not gonna fuck that up. Like, every time you make a mistake, you should be learning from it. Because his teammate didn't call it the smoke miss, he didn't learn from it.
Push up boxes. I'm a hold cat.
But it's good that this round he took the big boy pants and said, hey, this is what we're doing, because that's kind of what you guys need at this point in the game, is someone just to say this is what we're doing, because you have no vision.
Cat.
And here you guys, this is where
Bottom
people
con.
are just playing way too passive. Like, somebody should have traded that. You have 2 riflers back here, an opper. Somebody should have traded that. Also, the amount of nades still, like 3 mollies, 3 frags, 4 flashes. Like, maybe you should have flashed into the peak. Like, there's no reason you should have that much utility and go down without, like, at least a little bit of damage or something more. Once again, you guys are always throwing nades without saying anything. You should
Cat.
call your nades and what you're watching. Sorry, I did it again. This round, let me actually go back, because I don't think I heard him say it. I think he might have had his Justin might have had his mic muted for portions of the game or something, because I'm pretty sure I remember him saying that he heard a guy here, or he saw a guy, or maybe he said it. Let me listen here for a second. I didn't say anything. Okay, let's go back here. See, okay. Another thing too, I just thought about this. The fact that it even goes back to check this is just another good indicator that you guys don't have map control ever. Like, you should not be scared of this. Like, somebody should be here or in Palace listening, you know. They don't hear anything, maybe they fall back to here and take a look and go back down to play some spot up here and ramp. Like, and you shouldn't be scared of that. You should have somebody back there watching that. Unless, like, you're trying to take mid super quick with a 5-man because they're playing heavy mid or something. But generally, you're not going to fight more than 3 people mid. Like, you should be able to outnumber them. And you can smoke off and molly all the choke points in mid, too, so. But yeah, here he didn't say that there's a guy in spawn. That's pretty crucial information. That they know that they have this controlled. And that he could also be saying, hey, they've pushed spawn. They could be pushed B. Or, you know, anything. Although the underpass guy might have heard that.
Somewhere.
I think we're boosting. There's an anti-boost.
Like right here, somebody should be watching his cat. Like, blue fell off of it or whatever for the time being. In here, you're
shit.
like, he's doing his own thing. Like, Alert's good, right? But Alert, it kind of doesn't work when you're, like, super low on numbers unless he's, like, a god, I guess. But, like, 3v5, you should just try to go one place and try to take the 3v2, because more than likely, they're still going to be pretty spread out. Because, well, they did push spawn, so they do know you can only be in, like, this portion of the map if they didn't push halls. But I don't know. You just need to group up and just do something. That's your
Head on the stairs.
best bet.
Jungle.
Nice job. Trade.
Here, you guys all just kind of went in your own
He's holding ladder.
direction.
Yeah.
Try.
Wait.
Yeah.
Did you have to bomb the whole time? I don't know.
I'm getting shit on right now.
what the point of that play was exactly, unless you're just trying to
Oh,
kill that
yeah,
guy
all
because
good.
you knew he was there, and
I'm
that's
1
the
in
only
9. What the
thing you
fuck?
could do.
CT plated. CT
I
first.
fucking hope.
You need a.
After this, we need to practice, like what you guys told me after last matches. Because right now, they're dominating us.
Yeah, well,
It's
it's a
true.
big
It's all
mentality
all it's
thing
really
right
gonna
now.
be is
Yes.
practice. You
It's a big
guys just
one.
figure out the mistakes and you
I can
work
smoke
it out.
CT.
Nice pick.
Cat.
Smoking CT now.
There you go, calling shit out.
2, dude, go, hit A.
Ninja
Again,
on.
that's another
Like-
communication thing. You should
He's
be like,
on site. I'm
are
trash.
you guys close up, or you know,
no,
you
fuck.
call that you're gonna go. And Trevin's underpass. See what he was doing there.
Pick.
Cat.
Smoking CT now.
So what the fuck is even going on here? Hold up.
Try.
I'm getting shit on right now.
Oh, we all
So what it
good.
looked like on the mini
I'm
map
1 in
there at
9.
the end of the round, it was that like some
What
guy
the
ran up
fuck?
mid by himself, and then Trevin was going
CT plated,
underpass,
CT
and then
I
you guys were
fucking
kind of
hope.
lining up nades on A.
Yeah.
After this, we need to practice, like what you guys told me after last
Okay,
matches.
now yellow goes
Because right now, they're
there
dominating
Trevin.
us.
Yeah, well, it's a big mentality thing right now.
Yeah.
Less utility, more
I can smoke CT.
Nice pick.
cat.
Smoking CT.
So yeah,
now.
Justin's under window by himself, and he gets traded because he's by himself. But yeah, I don't know. There's no reason to be here, especially since you don't have this. Nobody's watching this. They could have already pushed up here. Like you're going against every angle in this entire place because nobody went here. So you don't even know what's going on. Like nothing smoked. You don't have a guy. I don't know. You're just out by yourself,
2, dude,
and you
go,
get punished
go,
for
hit
it.
A.
And then Trevin's being really
Ninja on.
slow.
Like-
Even though I don't know. Let's go back a little bit again and watch how this plays out.
Cat.
Smoking CT now.
2, dude, go, hit A.
Ninja on. Like,
Oh, okay, that guy just killed all three of you. That's no good. Somebody, yeah, probably should have been traded. You guys in your shots, whatever. But I don't know. The whole thing was weird. So Justin went out mid. He killed the guy. He got traded, and then he says push A, which I don't know. I don't really. I guess you get rid of you killed the window guy, right? I think you killed the window guy. You kill the window guy, and then they can only have 2 on A. So maybe you take the 3v2 because like usually they have 2 here and the guy could rotate in, so it'd be, you know, as soon as like you would throw nades, this guy's gonna rotate, so you'd have a 3v whatever instead of a 2v whatever. So I guess maybe that makes sense saying push A.
On site. I'm trash.
No. Fuck.
But that should be something that's communicated once again. Like he should be like, hey guys, I'm gonna go lurk out underpass. If I get a kill, just go out A. Like if I kill the window guy, I go out A. Like that's people should know what they're going to do. So like when he says go out A, people aren't like, oh, and then they just fucking hold W and they're like confused almost. You know what I mean? Like people listening to like you
trade.
shouldn't have to think about it. Like he says that, you should be like, oh yeah, you got the kill. Let's go A. Like
It's like I had 2 guys pulled towards mid, and then you guys hit, but then we didn't go together.
that was also true. He did identify that there was another guy. I think it was Cat who killed him. So you know, one guy's dead window and one guy's Cat. I think you guys are just trying to take fights here. You're on
Sandwich.
pistols.
nice.
so-
One jungle.
Pushing.
Yeah, not too much you can do there.
In a 1vx and you're near Tetris, never go. It's not.
Actually, let me scroll back. Let me take another look. Reanalyze this.
Whew.
So let's see
like,
what people
trade
buying here.
timing was we're waiting
Yeah.
too long. It's like I had 2 guys pulled
Got a
towards
deagle.
mid, and then you guys hit, but then we didn't go together.
If you guys are saving here or like trying to like equalize your money a bit more, you should have had Trevin and iGalaxis buy deagles or whatever because they have the most money. So we got 2 deagles here. I feel like on a pistol round, somebody should always at least buy 1 flash because a flash is essentially a kill. It's really all it is. If you're like about ready to peek something and some guy flashes the guy blind, you peek him and you just kill him. That's it. You can't fight back. He's dead.
Sandwich. Nice. 1 jungle.
Pushing.
Especially on the people who had the most money, like Trevin and him. Like somebody should buy
1vx
flashes.
in your-
It's just,
in your Tetris, never
especially if you have
it's
that
not
much
worth
money.
it.
There's no reason not to. If you're trying to just, you know, do a cheap round and just feel it out or whatever you're doing. Flashes. They're good.
Mid.
Okay.
Oh, flash came from cat.
So this
dude.
round was
One mid, I got
almost
hit for
resembling a default. Until, wait, who just died? Oh, he died down there, huh? Oh shit.
Front window.
So like, right, you shouldn't be waiting. Like, you should have been there to trade. And it's good he's watching something else, but you know. So generally, just a default, just what you should do at the start of the round as a T. Generally, you should have like 1 person watch B, do some sort of mid control. Maybe send like 2 top, 1 bottom. You know, 1 guy top, 2 bottom, 3 top. It doesn't matter as long as you want to take mid control, and then you want to have maybe a guy or 2 some rounds watching the A side. Like you have a guy playing Palace or a guy playing Ramp, or maybe you just spread out 1 person per thing. Have a guy watch mid from back here, guy watching underpass, guy watching B, just for like the first 20 seconds or something. Then you go into mid control, or then you know, you just want them to not be able to do anything within the first like.
He's Palace.
They shouldn't be able to just feel like they can go anywhere, which is what I think these guys felt like. They just ran around and shot you guys because that's all they had to do.
Guy's gonna come up
It
behind
made
us.
it really easy for them to just flank and
Gotta go.
shoot you in the back.
He's man.
Man.
I'm gonna scroll this one back a little too.
Oh, flash came from cat, dude. There's 1 mid. I got hit for 9.
Front window.
Yeah. So I think it was a miscommunication between these two, because this guy, I think he was trying to watch up here as well, and because of that he wasn't ready to trade his teammate. And once again, okay, this at 135 that guy was already pushed up. This is what happens when you don't have like a default where you hold map control for a little bit. Like people just.
Oh, mid boxes.
He's Palace.
So I guess you guys just got pushed everywhere once again because of the whole map control thing. Which, you know, if you're holding map control and you get pushed, you might just die anyway because they might just be better than you. But
Gotta go.
you'll learn better ways to hold and better positions
He's
and
man.
stuff.
Man.
Not much you could do there. You just people are looking the wrong ways at the wrong times.
Okay.
I'm sure you guys had nades again that you could use to clear out those positions. But I'm not gonna go back and check this time. I'm pretty confident you guys had nades.
Max loss.
You can't say we need to save and then not save.
Dude, we're max lost. It's fine.
Yeah, but you were kind of mumbling.
Alright, flashing over.
One's
He's gonna
on
reload.
the edge, right next to her. Lit. He's
On.
lit.
He's there. Nice.
What the fuck?
1 stairs,
There's
1
jungle.
Triple.
in.
He's triple. Fuck me, dude. He's really has a fucking Negev. Huh.
Yeah, at this point they're just disrespecting you because they can.
So,
Like,
They're rushing A
Door
ramp.
connect.
A ramp. Go. Some. Oh, like B. You got 2 picks that you know 2 are T spawn. Or.
I'm
I
wrapping
got
up B.
full flashed.
you're.
pick.
I don't know exactly what happened this round, but looks like people just ran around and killed
Are
people,
you underpass
and it
right
worked.
now? Yeah.
Running cat.
Plant.
Hey, Luke, you watch apps.
Where at?
And I know where he is.
Apps.
Okay, that got scary there for a second.
Shit.
Jumped on the.
But I mean, that's the nature of
Take top
Counter Strike.
fragging right now.
Sometimes, literally, all it takes to win a round is just hitting your shots, and I think that's what happened that round. It looked like people just hit their shots, and that was
Alright,
it.
boys.
Like, you could learn all the stuff in the world,
Players.
but you
How
still
much
have
time
to
do I
hit your
have to
shots.
ready?
Like, it's an
Yep.
essential part of
minute.
Counter Strike.
Yeah.
I'm a Pete.
What were you guys watching?
I was gonna play Cav or A. Either.
We already talked about
Go away.
this. You guys said you knew
Who
where
else
you
is
wanted to
better?
play, like,
I'll
site-wise, but
play
you
A,
didn't
I'll
know,
play A.
like, the
You
positions.
don't need anyone else.
I don't know. You guys can figure out, like, that stuff, like, especially if you have an opera who's, like, dynamic or something, and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go here this round. You guys need to be like, okay, I'm gonna take here then, or I'm gonna do this.
Frankie wanted to play Cat.
I'm
But
playing.
I don't think you guys have, like, a person who's like that. But it's good to change your setups, too. You don't always want to do the same thing the whole
Frankie's
game.
cat.
It's unfortunate I don't get to see too much of this, because you guys, I think you lose out from here. Because your Sheethy sides would be, I think, easier to criticize in a way, because you can look at the
Yeah.
setups you're doing and stuff, and
Better hurry up.
how you're reacting to, like, what they're doing.
Yes.
That's a squeaky door. I should probably skip ahead here.
Your computer wasn't.
Alright.
3 CT.
Oh, shit, it's over.
Oh, out.
Dude,
Alright, okay. Here we go. It looks like the two players in A were kind of unsure of what they were doing. They looked like they were both kind of sitting around CT for a moment there. So you guys get a little bit of information. You heard one Palace.
Oh, out.
2 down on it. 3. Yep.
I feel like a little more urgency with the calls. Like he kind of takes his time. Like people need to know what they're up against because it's just information. It's just
Bench
good.
one.
2 push DT. 1's hit a couple.
And then yellow jumps and pushes by
Palace.
himself. Orange is by himself, and green is by himself.
Just get kills.
Severin played
3
by
CT.
themselves that round essentially. You just need to
I wish it would show us how much we got.
coordinate and retake.
Dude, this is my worst game of my life. I'm playing so bad.
It's not like we started on a good note.
Honestly,
Technician?
here you guys should just force buy. Like, you're not gonna have guns next round, really. Like, you're pretty fucked on money. You're gonna get like FAMAS and like no head armor, so you might as well just force buy. Like, force buying is pretty strong in the current meta. I think it's always been pretty strong for the most part. But you just seize the armor up, maybe get some smokes. Like that's probably your best bet. Maybe a scout or two. Because you can do that 2 rounds in a row, and maybe have like a.
I wouldn't be concerned.
Fuck.
I wouldn't. You guys weren't performing too well or anything in this game, but like
Cat. Dude, they're.
maybe
so
like 2
fast.
even teams, you'd have like a
One's-
30% chance or something dumb to win that round with
Gonna do it.
forced guns,
Yeah.
and maybe like a stack or
Okay,
something.
Like this.
So then you get 2 chances instead of just
This is it.
1 and then like a shit buy like this where you get
You guys like comebacks?
no nades.
I like Kim Kardashian.
Right there.
Nice.
Okay, first off, guy, you bought a grenade over a smoke. bad. Do not do that. The smoke is way more important.
That's what we like to hear.
Well, she got coming.
I don't know. Wait, which video?
So, like I said, you guys have
Shit, that video?
M4s now,
Yeah,
but you have like
yeah.
no nades and no head armor. So you can get popped by the Mac 10s,
Two out mid. I'm
which are
dead.
fucking ridiculous.
I fucking missed. 8 minutes.
Damn it.
They're all
They
out
just
mid.
they just do a
besides the
big
one
mid
in-
control
Boys,
Alright,
I wouldn't need you
boys.
ready for this.
I'm ready for the
plow through.
one.
Watch Halo King, by the way.
I got my assist. I'm good.
The bomb?
You got bomb.
Yeah, I don't know. A whole lot more I can say from that one. Since the CT side was really short and you guys just kind of got dominated. But, yep,